Welcome back to WGIM Gorillas in the Mist. I am your host that does the most from coast to coast. Grab your glass so we can take a toast. Take a shot with me, Jack Boss in the building. And today, man, I'm just gonna tell y'all about my week and see how y'all can. Man, it's been a crazy week. First and foremost, I know us being parents and trying to make sure that our kids stay protected is one thing, and not being able to do it because you're not around or not in the same city is another. But man, the things that I heard, bro, I was ready to go crazy. They told me that my daughter had got touched by some 14-year-old boy. Now my daughter only 7, so I'm ready to go to all-out war and, taking him to the tree, rapidly bump, just getting into some real triple X rated stuff. Like, I was really messed up in the head. It's my oldest daughter, you know what I'm saying? She only 7. And for somebody to try and take her innocence away from her like that, I had to think about my reaction and how to move. Because my first action, my first thought was, oh, I'm killing everybody in the situation. Then my second thought was, let me find out what really happened. My third thought was, if I do something to this boy, I'm gonna be gone. Now, I got kids to take care of. I cannot be not in this world helping protect them and taking care of them and making a way for them, building this legacy. So I had to think about all the different ways to handle this. Even though in my head, in my mind, as a father, I wanted to kill the demon that did it. I wanted to end that person's existence. That was just my Sunday of last week. So Monday came around and it was difficult to get through it with that all on my head. And I finally got through it, because by the end of the week, we had her go to the hospital and everything, and come to find out that she's still innocent. She still didn't break no walls, a lack of a better expression. It was closed on or whatever happened. But I was just thankful that my baby she still has that innocence. She still can develop as a woman and not have any problems. And, I try to talk to my daughter, and with her being 7 and being so lovable, it's like she tries to shield it away from me because she thinks that I'm going to be mad at her because somebody hurt her. And I'm like, baby, that's not how it is. So you got to make sure that your daughters and your sons know that no matter what, you're always going to have their back. You're going to always be there for them no matter what's going on. If one of mine ended up being a serial killer, I'll still be the one that goes and visits them and make sure that they're all right. Just an example. And then if I got one that goes to be the president of the United States or wherever, the king of Nicaragua, I'm going to support them. I'm going to be there for them. My point is, it's hard not being able to protect your children at all times. And us as adults and as parents have to realize that we're not going to always be there to protect them. What we have to do is have them ready for whatever may come their way. And we got to work on making sure that they know if this happens, you got B, C, D, EFG that you can follow, and you're going to be all right. You can't just let anybody stop you from being prepared. If you already prepared, you ain't got to get prepared. If you already ready, you ain't got to get ready. It just makes a lot of sense to me that we have to make sure that our kids know the steps to get past these walls that are going to come. Because with me having girls, this situation is going to pop up more than one time, and I can see it in my head. And I hate to be that father that has to carry a gun and go and take somebody else's child because of what they did to mine. So I'm gonna prepare my daughters to handle themselves and move in a proper way to where they won't come across these people, and if they do, they can read them, and they won't go to closed areas with them and won't get caught in areas to where things happen, where you don't get caught in them situations. It's hard being a father and not being able to protect your daughter at a time or moment like that, or knowing that it was right around. Like, my daughter had just came and stayed with me since COVID. She had been staying with me. So this happened before she moved down here with me a week before. So I had no idea that my daughter was over here with me, and I couldn't tell that something was wrong. I couldn't tell that something had happened to her. And that hurt me. That really broke me down and hurt my feelings. And made me think about, that's not gonna work. Like, I gotta think of a different way to be there for them. As you can hear my other daughter up here. Say hi, Asia. We got a guest appearance from her sister the other day, so she popped in today, I guess.
Yeah.
What you got, baby?
A camera.
Oh, see, I got it. Thank you. But try to be there to protect them and make sure that we show them which way to. We just have to be there for them and make sure that you prepare them for any and all possibilities of things that could happen. I know now that my first thought was just off of emotion, and we as people have to stop just going off our emotions. We have to use our brains to think of a better possibility responsibility. This whole world is a chessboard. There's many chessboards. And you got to learn how to move these pieces on your own or play these roles to be who you need to be in life. The 48 laws of power say not to show your boss that you have more knowledge than them, but to sit back and wait for them to mess up and slip into their slot. So if I prepare my daughters for anything to come that way and they're prepared to handle themselves, I wouldn't have to worry about it. So I put my head together and I'm going to show my daughters how to protect themselves. I'm going to show them how to respect themselves. I'm going to show them how to carry themselves in a way that a man won't just look at them because of their body. I want my daughters to have respect for themselves. I come from a long line of women. There was only 2 men I can remember growing up with in my life. So I have a lot more respect for women in that sense, you could say. So I just really want my daughters to know that your daddy is always going to be here for you. Your daddy's always going to take care of you. Your daddy is the one that's the daddy showed me. Daddy prepared me for this. That's the dad I want to be, and that's the dad I'm going to be. And we just got to start thinking more with our heads than our hearts and our emotions. You got to use your head first. That's why they always say head first in the streets. When you head first, when you jump in head first, that means you're all in. Picture that. You jumping in head first. That means you diving in. You know how you jump off a diving board and you descend down into the water, and what touches first? Your hands and then your head if you do it the right way. So you head first. So use your head first before you use your heart, because things can be solved in a different manner than what you would have solved them if you just ran off of that emotion. Remember, it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I am your host that does the most from coast to coast, Jack Boss. Grab your glass so we can take a toast. Take a shot with me. And this has been WGIM, Gorillas in the Mist. Remember, it's no fun when the rabbit's got the gun, especially when it's an semi-automatic. You hear me? Jersey, holla at me.